Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Masters in Marketing. Today we have a good friend and a great person in the industry, Alan Mick. He's the co-founder of Just Share Media. Basically, Alan, he grew up in the roofing space, right? Him and his dad did a bunch of restoration work across the country, and he saw that there was a huge need to help roofing companies get out of the digital stone age, right? There's so much new tools and technology, and all these different companies are utilizing high quality video content. And he saw an opportunity to help them out, right? So basically, what he's doing is he's giving contractors quick access to high quality stock video at a price that's not going to break the bank. He's making a big impact, right? And we're super excited to have him on. Al, my friend, what's going on? How we doing?
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I didn't know this was the first episode. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'm definitely honored.
There's a lot of pressure, but I know that you're going to perform, man. You're a legend in the space. Thanks for joining me. Yep, basically, everybody, this is lesson 1 in Masters of Marketing. We're going to take a bunch of experts in the space, and we're going to create a series of video content that you guys can utilize to put together the perfect marketing strategy that fits your guys' needs. So, Alan, man, what's your background in the space? So you and your dad, right? You guys were both in the restoration space together. Tell me a little bit about that.
Man, I've done everything in the restoration space. And it's like you said, restoration. We were storm chasers, right? We always have been storm chasers, not retail roofers, storm chasers. So, and I grew up all around the country chasing storms. When I was in high school, I'd go or grade school, I'd be in like 3 or 4 different schools in 1 year because we just bounce around storm chasing. That's what my family did. So I started out summers in high school knocking doors, right? I mean, it was cool growing up around these type of people, and you get a definitely wild crowd in the roofing industry. And being in high school, summers in high school, living in a house with all of them, selling roofs, going door to door. After college, I started selling myself, right? Started out being a sales rep and quickly worked my way up to sales manager, general manager. From there, did a little bit of office managing and production management and vice president. Then started my own company with my father. Did that for 5 or 6 years. And now here we are at Just Share Media, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got experience in every facet of the roofing industry. I've been there, I've done it all. I've kind of been that plug and play person for my personal company and a lot of other very large companies as well.
Which is such a huge advantage when you're now providing a solution to roofing contractors to actually have that background, that experience and understanding of running a roofing company has such a big advantage for you when you're trying to put that solution together for your clients. Now, where did that idea come from with Just Share Media?
A couple different places, right? So frustration, right? A lot of good ideas, a lot of great ideas come from frustration. So I had my own frustrations with marketing and branding, right? And then I had frustrations with storm chasing in general, right? I started a family, I had my son, and I was engaged, and I didn't want to storm chase anymore. I didn't want to travel around. So for my own business, it's like, how do I make it to where I don't have to travel anymore? How do I be a storm catcher and not a storm chaser?
Mm-hmm.
And step 1 to me was content, right? You need videos, you need to brand yourself. Take that, and the first person I call when it comes to producing high quality content is my best friend, my co-founder, Ryan Landis. And so I had multiple conversations with him about, like, where do I start? How do I get started building this brand? Trying for my own company. And we came up, there's one call in particular that I remember talking to him about. And again, we're building out this solution for my own problem. And there it was, Just Share Media was born. Well, I'm like, because it was not cost effective to hire him or to try to find local videographers to film our jobs and to brand ourselves, to get our own story and our own message out there. So we had to come up with a way. I'm like, Ryan, you can't just go film a job in Texas and then let me use that job in Missouri, where I was at the time. And it's like, and then we started going through it. I'm like, man, we need to do this for other contractors. This is a great idea, So off that conversation with Ryan, it was born. It was like, we're merging all the great things from video and all the great things that is marketing into this animal that is Just Share Media.
Mm-hmm. Now, I feel like video marketing is just getting going, right? I mean, if you look at the statistics, it's one of the highest ROI marketing efforts or strategies that you could utilize right now. Um, in the roofing space specifically, what are some of the biggest advantages of utilizing videos in your marketing efforts?
Videos are huge, right? Videos are
Mhm.
everything to me. I could throw statistics at you. You've got marketing guys that'll 82% of all marketing is going to be video and more people watch video. But use your own, right? If you're scrolling through Facebook, if you're scrolling through Instagram, are you stopping at text or copy and
No.
reading? Are you going to stop sometimes when you see a picture? But most of the time, a video, you're hearing the sound, you're seeing the copy, the pictures, it's all in one.
Mhm.
So I would say the best thing when it comes to video in the roofing industry and content in general is it's kind of is everybody's watching it, right? Everybody's stopping, everybody's watching it. So video is the best form of content, but video does a lot more than that, right? It does pull you out of the digital stone ages to where video can now tell your story. It can pitch somebody. We're in a place where video is transitioning marketing into sales,
Yep.
right? So marketing is becoming sales via video. You can actually pitch people before, or you can get to know people before, or people can get to know you before you sell that person. So take that with roofing. People know who I am before I knock the door. People
Mm.
may know what I'm selling before they knock the door. Or the most common objection that I would always get going door to door storm chasing, oh, I don't have any hail damage. Well, that objection could be cleared because they were on Facebook and they just watched a video about hail damage does cause damage to the roofs and you need an inspection to do it. Um, so there's a lot of amazing things when it comes to videos and marketing, but I would say the best is you've got a chance to pre-sell the job. They know who you are now, right? They're aware of that you exist and they're aware of what you're selling exists, which you're
Mhm.
selling a free inspection in most cases door to door. And then you take it to the next level and it is a sale now. You could, in theory, go through the entire sales process via video, right? And have them go to your website, sign up, do all that kind of stuff. Just depends on how your roofing company is kind of in that tech space. Do you have a place for them to sign up? So that goes a
Mhm.
lot farther though, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Big
for
large
sure.
stuff like that.
So, I mean, what do you think is, everybody hears the importance of video marketing. And now when you're looking at Just Share Media, um, what what problems are companies running into when they're trying to make these high quality videos that you guys are actually solving for them?
The problem is getting videos, right?
Mhm.
So that's the biggest problem. How do I get the video? Man, and that right now, right? We're in Q4. Where Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Christmas is coming up. I challenge you to talk to any roofing owner and say, what is the problem with selling a job? Right now, it's probably getting your sales reps to go out and sell the job, right? And that's
Mhm.
what your sales reps are. They're salespeople, right? So if you've got a problem taking your sales reps to go sell roofing jobs, which is their job, now try to get them to be videographers, right? It's not going to happen. So,
Mhm.
roofing contractors, roofing owners, roofing salespeople are not videographers. They should not be videographers. They don't have the time to do it. Even if you just somehow have a roofing salesperson who has the equipment and has the talent, has the eye, has the know how, again, their time is better spent selling roofs, not filming roofs. Um, so I would say the toughest thing is getting that content, getting their salespeople to do it. We would
Mhm.
always put on sales contests at our roofing company. So every week we would say, man, we need more content. So guys, go out and go film a testimonial, go film a job, go do this. Use your iPhone. iPhones are great. Go do it. We need your content. They wouldn't do it, right? They
Mhm.
just wouldn't do it. And then once we're offering $500 a week at one point, saying, guys, go get this video content. And we started getting it back. And what did we find? It was terrible. So then we
Yeah.
started paying people to come in and teach our guys how to do it. And then we're paying them to go out and do it. It becomes this big animal. We're trying to be something we're not, and we're putting so much effort into it that just getting the content, it was too tough. And let's not even get into trying to find a videographer that's busy doing wedding videos to try to come film our jobs. Like, good
That's
luck
pretty much
there.
what happens, right? You try to go hire a freelancer because you're trying to save money. You want to go big time and hire a video company. They're doing weddings on the side, and they have time from 8 to 9 o'clock at night to work on your video content. Hopefully get the video content turned around to you in a few weeks. It's a painful cycle, to say the least.
It
Right?
is for sure.
Okay, so let's say they partner up with Just Share Media, right? Now they have access to these high quality stock videos, looking fresh, brands on point, looking good, right? Now what? How should companies be utilizing these videos? And is residential any different than commercial, or is it pretty much the same idea and same concept?
Well, a lot of questions there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same, to answer your question. Roofing, residential, commercial, marketing, it's the same way. And I would say I'd throw recruitment in that bucket as well, right? Because videos need to be recruiting. Except the biggest difference I would say is budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going for a residential job, I'm willing to spend whatever that residential job is worth. If you're talking to Alan, the roofing guy, right? So I'd say my average profit on a job is going to be around $5,000. I'd spend up to $5,000 because my salesperson is going to 6-pack that job and sell all the neighbors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I'm going after a commercial job, that could be 500,000 I'm making on that job, right? So I'm willing to spend a lot more, go after more marketing channels, and really turn up the spend. Same thing with if a new recruit, if I'm trying to go recruit a salesperson. So I would say that's the only big difference is if I'm catching a fish versus catching a whale, right? So now the first part of the question was places. What do I do with this video? Well, you need to market the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I turn into, this is where Masters in Marketing comes in. I am constantly having conversations with roofing companies about this every single day. This is what I do. Starts out a conversation about videos, and they're like, well, what do I do with this video? And so now I can go in and tell you how a lot of people are using videos. First off, go look at your competitors in your own market, right? Go check out their Facebook video ad library, see what they're doing, right? If they're using videos, you need to be using videos. You're linked to you need to get out of that digital stone age. So social media is huge, right? You
That's
need
a
to be
great
doing
tip,
it.
though. I don't want to cut you up, but that's a great tip for everybody out there. So if you guys are trying to analyze how to utilize these videos, if you go to the page transparency on the Facebook page of your competition, you can actually go look at what Facebook ads they're currently running. And if I had to guess, the ones that have been running for a long period of time have probably been working pretty well for them. So you could copy a similar concept.
Yeah, so it's easy, right? You funnel
Mm-hmm.
hack, you copy. And that's a huge key. Go see what they're doing, especially
Mm-hmm.
the big ones. If there's a huge company that you want to emulate and you're like, man, this company's killing it. What are they doing different than I am? Go look at their page transparency. Go see what ads they're doing. And like you said, if it's been there older, right, you can see the date of when they first launched that ad, right? And that one's been around longer, so it probably performs better. Makes it pretty simple. So social media, right, is one form, but there's so many different channels, right? You can use high quality video content on YouTube, on your website for SEO purposes, on social media. You can email it out. You can put it behind a QR code. You can put it on a landing page. You can put autonomous follow-up on that landing page on those people. You can dive in so in depth on where to put this video, but at the end of the day, there's a reason that we're talking video on the first class of Masters in Marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's the first step. It's like, if I want to start marketing, no matter what channel it is, whether we're talking social media, direct mail. We work with Dope Marketing on direct mailing videos, right? No matter what.
Let's talk about that strategy. First off, before we dive into dope marketing, because Dave's actually going to be on episode 5 of Masters of Marketing, so that's going to work out really well. So I want to dive into that. But QR codes, are people utilizing QR codes any kind of cool ways with the videos?
Oh man! So first of all, QR codes are back. Right,
They're back.
Uses QR codes.
Due to COVID, the QR codes have made a return and are doing quite well.
So imagine if You know, you've got a QR code on your truck, on your business card, anywhere like that. The minute that you scan that QR code, if Nick scans Alan Mick's QR code that's on his truck, that's on his business card, I can get a text message alert that you scan my QR code. It'll tell me exactly who you are, where you are, things like that, right? Where does that QR code take you, right? That QR code could take you to a landing page that is just a one-page website, if you're not familiar with landing pages, meant to sell Nick, right? I could custom craft that one-page website to sell Nick, and that would be filled with videos and with pictures and with copy or text to sell Nick, right? So, and I know things about you. I can research you, or I can research where you live, the area that you're at. So I could take that, think about a residential homeowner living in a gated community that I'm trying to go after. Makes it really simple to take this one-page website and make it a custom sales pitch to somebody that lives into that neighborhood. Now, all I have to do is get them to scan this QR code, and I'm pitching them. I'm at their door, right? It's
money.
It's a digital door-to-door pitch. Okay. And what if all they do is land on that page and they don't click anything? They don't fill out their information. Well, you can grab their data, because we're not in the digital stone ages anymore, guys. We're at a point to where if you just go to that landing page, I can see who you are and see where you are. And you can use that information for a lot of different ways. You could do autonomous follow-up. You could call them. Hey, Nick, I saw you. You saw my landing page, man. What's going on, buddy? You know,
be careful. Yeah, it's interesting because the data is such a powerful tool, especially when you're capturing, you know, website visitors or people who are having experiences with your business digitally, right? It's so powerful. But it's funny. There's so many tools. Like, for example, you can put on your website Microsoft Clarity, right? Microsoft Clarity will legit put on or show you everybody's website experience on that, like what they do on your website, what they click on, how they scroll, and then they give you a recording of that experience. So we actually
sat here for a while.
So I had a guy download one of our case studies on our website, and I sent him the downloaded video of everything he did on our website all the way to downloading the case study. He was a little creeped out. He never responded back, but nonetheless.
Yeah, you don't want to get too creepy with it, guys.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I wouldn't actually call Nick Brett up the minute Nick Brett left the website and be like, hey, buddy, I see that you're on our page. You didn't click anything. Can I help you with that? You know, it's like anything else, right? Marketing is attraction. You want to attract people, right? Attract people to your business. Same way you would attract a woman at a bar. You don't do it in a creepy way. So
no, and I was just so excited to see what that tool was about that I just went for it. That is not the proper approach. The proper approach is to take how people are utilizing your website and see trends, and then make adjustments to improve your conversion rates on the website. But so what do you got going on with Dope Marketing? Because that seems pretty cool. Like I said, we'll have him on episode 5.
We've got a lot of different things with Dope Marketing. If you know anything about Dave, you know that he is very intelligent, right? He's not just this guy that sends out direct mail, right? So when I first think about direct mail, I'm thinking boring, right? That's terrible. Exactly. Why do we want to use direct mail? That's going backwards. I'm going back to the digital stone ages. But when you throw the data behind it, it just makes so much sense, right? And again, the first step on marketing is content, right? So everything that he mails out, whether it's a postcard, a handwritten letter, or say he's making you yard signs, whatever else it is, pop a QR code there, right? Why would you not? It's a chance for them to watch your video. So if I leave a business card or a flyer or on code, what does that QR code take you? Maybe in the past it took the website. It may still go to your website, right? But now you have a Just Share Media video on that website. Hopefully it goes to a landing page, and that landing page is meant to sell that person that is scanning that QR code. You should have multiple different landing pages, specific landing pages for specific future clients, right? Commercial is huge. If I've got a commercial client and maybe it's an HOA I'm going after, an apartment complex, a flat roof, whatever it is, that landing page goes after that client. So when you could get really cool and really smart with direct mail and go after whales, right? Go after big fish. Go
Oh, we're
after
whale hunting.
we're whale hunting now, right? Because it's more
Yes.
fun, right? Who doesn't want to sell a commercial client?
Everybody wants to go whale hunting. Let's be honest.
So in a lot of it becomes the chicken and the egg theory, right? Let's say
Yeah.
you just started, Nick. If you just started your roofing company and you hadn't sold a commercial client yet, how are you going to show them a video of a commercial job you've done?
I can't unless
Unless you sign up for Just Share Media, right? So we have commercial roofs in our library that you can download and customize to your company. And then you could take that and put that on a landing page and then script out exactly what you want that property owner to read, right? Let's say he owns a big flat apartment complex, right? And you're offering spray foam, right? To this, and you know he's got hail damage, he's got foam up there, and you want to spray foam, right? So you could take a spray foam commercial video, put it on this landing page, and put this copy out going directly after them, and then send him a postcard, and then send him a handwritten letter. You maybe even send him a video, send him like a tablet that plays a video. So it's actually playing the video for him. A lot of really cool stuff that I don't mind spending a little bit of money on to go after that big fish, right? Or multiple big fish in an area. So that's some really cool stuff that we can do with dope marketing. There's just so much really cool stuff because you're mailing it to that person, right? And now what are you mailing to that person? Remember I told you video has transitioned marketing into sales, right?
Yep.
So you're mailing yourself, right? This could be just a chat that you're having with somebody behind a gated community. You're opening that gate via direct mail and you're mailing a video, a door pitch. Now you could mail a company story, a individual rep story, a testimonial, like any type of video that works great. You can put it right in front of them and you know it's there because you mailed it to them.
Yeah.
And if you got something in the mail, maybe you throw it out. But if it's handwritten, you're probably going to read it. If it's got a QR code on it, you're definitely going to scan it because why not? Right? We do it at the restaurants. The QR code's back. You're going to scan it. You're going to see what it is. It's going to take you again. You could just do a YouTube video, make it a scanned YouTube video. You can do it as simplest form as possible, but it's still a video that got mailed directly to that person. That's really cool, right? Or really dope, I should say.
Yeah, right. Really dope. But I mean, for me, the video it stands out so much in terms of building out your brand as well because of the relationship it can create with that prospect or that customer that you've already been working with in the past.
Yeah.
When you're using images, I think that they do have their space in the marketing strategy and whatnot. But it's really hard to create a connection with the person on the other side of that screen without utilizing video. For me, whenever you utilize video in your marketing strategy, it almost allows you to create a relationship with that person prior to jumping into that sales environment, right? So now when I get into that sales environment, they already kind of know who I am, what I'm about, and what we stand for, and they already heard from me, right? So it's not as much of a it's a good starting block, I guess, in the sales environment.
Yeah, well, first impressions are dead. Right? We live in this world where first impressions are dead because people have probably not just seen you like on pictures, but they've heard from you. They've seen your videos, unless you're in that digital stone age, right? Yeah. Which I'm saying we need to get you out of. Let's get out of this digital stone age and use that video so you're pre-selling these people. They know who you are. They know what you're about. People buy from you. They don't, people want to know who you are, what you're about. You got to tell your story, tell your company story, tell your sales rep story. And when we talk about ourselves, we're bragging. But when somebody else is talking about us, it's the truth. So we got to take testimonials of our previous customers. And again, put that in front of them and say, hey, look, this is what everybody else says about us. So that's the video. It's the power of video. You can introduce yourself. You can give off that first impression first via video. And it's just getting that video in front of the people.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned that. I think, when you're creating content, it's so easy to accidentally talk about yourself and how great you are because you want to pump up your chest a little bit, right? You want to make sure that everybody knows what you're capable of doing, but you should be talking about those who you serve. So whether that's, your previous customers via testimonial or the projects that you've done for them, or maybe even just the community, right? So if you're doing things for the community, that's always great. Obviously, we're in the holiday times right now. If you're doing anything terms of giving back, whatever it might be, highlighting that stuff goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be that guy that just talking about themselves, pumping out their chest. Like, not a lot of people really like that guy, and you probably don't like that. But the struggle is kind of tough too, because you probably have this great thing. If you're a roofer, you have this great thing that you're offering people, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about roofing. I love roofing sales. I love insurance restoration sales, because you absolutely need a new roof, right? Somebody else is paying for it. There's no true objection, right? You absolutely need it. So it's hard not to do that, right? But storytelling is huge. You got to be able to tell a story, and you got to do it in a smart way. And we tell people all the time, there's like 3 or 4 different videos that you absolutely need as a roofing company. You need to tell your company story. You need to tell your personal story. You need to tell like examples. You need build videos. You need to show them what you're going to do, the process, right? And then you need your testimonials, right? And so
I love that.
You need all those. Yep. Just Share Media, we offer all those on an exclusive stock basis, but you should also have stuff custom as well. The thing with Just Share Media is we don't compete with anything else, right? We complement, right? We still think you still need do-it-yourself videos. You still need fully custom videos. You still need door-to-door sales. You know,
is that what you'd say then? So would you say you should still have a mix of custom videos and stock videos, depending on the application of how you're trying to use it?
Absolutely, without a doubt. You know, when it comes to marketing, you need everything, right? That's the answer.
Yeah.
You need everything, and you need all of it right now, right? So that's why we're big about instantaneous. You got to be instantaneous. You got to be exclusive. You got to be high quality. Before we made the company, we had these check boxes of things you had to have, right? You can't wait months for our content. You need to have it instantaneous. Nobody else can have that same video as you, right? It's got to be exclusive. It's got to be super high quality, and it's got to be stock. It's got to be readily available and inexpensive. So you need all those things. And where do you get a lot of those things? Do it yourself. You need those real videos. Do it yourself videos are any videos that you can create yourself. Don't think of do it yourself as bad quality, because drone videos are do it yourself videos, right? I can go out and fly a drone. I can grab, now iPhones are pretty nice. If you're using iPhones the right way, they're really nice videos. So you can go out and use a gimbal and do an iPhone. And we even have tutorials on it, on how to get do-it-yourself videos. Those are great. And you have to have that. It will complement our process. And then the fully custom, you have to tell your story, right? You've got to tell them why you are different than every other roofing company. So you have to have that. You have to have custom testimonials. So we have testimonials that are paid actors and actresses within our library. You can use those testimonials, and those are great, right? Paid actors and paid actresses, they tell a story, but it doesn't tell your story. So you need those custom testimonials of your homeowner. You need your sales reps, right? That sales rep that is going to be knocking on the door, you need their face in front of the camera. So those fully custom videos, you absolutely need that stuff. And no way do we compete with those guys. You know, there's other content creators in our industry that we love. You know, when we first started entering into the space, people would send me a video of somebody else, and they'd be like, "Oh, you got a competitor?" It's like, no, I don't. I've got somebody that's out there saying you need content, and I'm going to promote that guy.
That's supporting awesome. what you guys are trying to accomplish, basically, right?
Exactly. We're all supporting characters here. So Just Share Media loves all content creators and all forms of content. And the bottom line is you can never have enough, especially video content, because in my opinion, and if you follow any of the data, it is the best form of content. Right.
So, and you know, I have some of the statistics up here, right? I mean, it really doesn't matter where you look, and it's all around the same in terms of statistics. But they're saying that 86% of businesses use video as a marketing tool. So think about that. That's only 14% of businesses that are not using video as a marketing tool. So you really want to make sure you're not part of that 14% when you're trying to build out your brand, right? So make sure that you're one of the 86% that is maximizing video to build out your brand, right? 93% of marketers who use video say it is an important part of their marketing strategy. And that number continues to go up. It was at 78% in 2015. That number continues to go up, right? So make sure you guys are utilizing video. I don't care if you're using Just Share Media, if you guys are doing your own custom videos or whatever it might be. make sure you're using it. Now, so Alan, so now that we're kind of on the page with the custom video stuff, do you have any tips, whether it is scripting or planning or filming or anything like that, to make sure that they're doing a good job on their videos?
I mean, you've got to have a plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we offer custom videos as well. Let me start there, right? You
And they look fresh.
us, right?
They look fresh.
We're pretty good at
they're
it.
no joke. They're no joke.
Yeah, some of the biggest names in the roofing industry use us for custom videos.
Mm-hmm.
By no means did we enter this space to do custom videos, right?
Right.
By no means are we the only people out there. So compare us with everybody else, you'll probably pick us because, you know, but I'm a little biased about that. But the thing is,
You're good. You're good.
With ours, or with anybody's, anytime you're creating custom content, you have to have a plan. You've got to have an end goal. Before I start a video, it's like, what am I trying to portray with that video, right? A million different types of frameworks out there, a lot of different schools of methodology. As long as you have one, as long as you're telling a story. So to me, it's storytelling. You always need to tell a story. It's so much better than that just straight blah informational. But that's what I connect with. That's what I like. But as long as you are having some sort of plan, it needs to be quick. And again, this can change a little bit depending on the channel, but the best performance is 45 to 90-second videos. You want to keep it short. You want to keep it sweet, right? You want to have something that's going to hook them at the beginning, right? So the big thing is the big hook. How are you going to grab their attention?
Yeah. So what do you think of this then? So I see this a lot. Hey, this is Nick with Summa Roofing. Should you start with that intro right off the bat, or should you try to switch it up a little bit to kind of give them a little hook?
You should definitely switch it up. You know, it's so much of what you hear. To me, when I think of Nick, I think of we are live.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, good point.
When I think of it, to me, that's that Nick, right? You're not that. Okay, guys, we're starting the podcast today.
Yeah,
you know, it's you know, and so you have your own hook. You don't have to be selling to them, right?
Yeah.
There's different forms of marketing. There's content marketing, there's advertising marketing. So you don't have to be selling to them. Every video doesn't have to be, this is Alan with Just Share Media. We're selling roofs today, right?
Yeah.
And I want to tell you a story about your neighbor and how we got them a brand new roof and put $2,000 in their pocket because they didn't want to do their gutters and and call us now. You don't have to be selling to them, right?
This is
work, right?
This is a great point though, because that hook can make a big impact. Because I actually read another statistic last week that the average person scrolls 300 feet of mobile content every day. So think about them scrolling 300 feet on their phone, inch by inch, right? Great. So you got to get them to stop and listen to you.
Listen is key. I think of sound, right? So now a lot of people don't listen to videos. They watch the subtitles. That's it's kind of crazy, that stat out there. It's up there.
It is.
But me, I've got the sound up all the time, right? So to me, it's like if I just hear something, right? So it can be like a nail gun, or a lot of our videos will start with some big sound and then some big visual effect, right? So something like that to hook. Again, it's case by case basis, but you need something, and hopefully something that aligns with your brand or yourself, right? If you're going out and you're doing that custom content, whether it's do it yourself or that super high quality, and you're having a filmmaker or a videographer, cinematographer come out and do that, you've got to find that. And the better it is, and the more kind of relate to every single thing you do. So it needs to be from your company, in my opinion, right? Now, sometimes you'll have different sales reps and different people producing content for your company. I could see them all using the same thing, so that way it's on brand, but I could also see them doing their own different thing. Like, Alan has one and Nick has another, and we both work for the same company. So when Nick says something, it's going to start somewhere. When Alan says something, it's going to start somewhere as well. But as long as there's something out there, there's got to be that hook. Hook is a headline. It's something that's going to draw their attention, and then from there would be the story, right? Is the bulk of it, right? And you want that story to be engaging. You want it to capture their attention, and you want to keep it there.
100%. And you mentioned a couple of things too that I wanted to make sure that we're touching
Yeah.
on. So, we talked a little bit about the high-end custom videos and everything like that. Now, let's say that you sign up for, a subscription with Just Share Media, and you're getting one of their licensed videos every single month. You know, being as dialed in with your plan there isn't as important. I mean, obviously you want to make sure you're maximizing the money that you're spending and utilizing that video, but if you're doing the high end video type stuff where you're actually having a team, whether they're flying out or driving out to your
Yeah.
job site or your office, whatever it might be, you know, part of what they're doing for you is helping you put a plan together, right? In terms of how to maximize the money that you're spending on that video. So if you're going to spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on custom videos for your company, which could go a long way, you could have that in your website, you could be giving that out to people in sales environment. Make sure that you just have that plan dialed in before budgeting that. I've heard people spend $10,000 on a video and then they don't do anything with it and it's got 15 views, right? So you're spending like $750 a view. So so make sure you got a plan there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of videographers don't know the roofing industry. Most of them don't. Videographers don't grow up and want to be roofing videographers. So it's really tough, right?
That's how we all are, though. That's how we all are, right?
Yeah. Brought a brand new camera today. It's a red Komodo, and I want to go film a roof. It doesn't work that way. Right?
No, exactly. But you guys are really creating some cool videos. I mean, I've saw some stuff, and you guys have commercial now. You guys added solar too.
Yep, commercial and solar. We're doing solar videos left and right. There was a huge demand because you've got everybody in the roofing market that should offer solar, in my opinion.
Dude, solar is blowing up right now.
It is. And the bill just got passed. Whatever you think about it is what you think about it. But 30% is the new subsidy, I believe is what it is, right?
Yep.
That's
about right.
Crazy, right?
Yep.
So it's just, no matter how you feel about solar, no matter where you are, the thing is there's interest in solar. People want to buy solar. And where does solar go? It mostly goes on the roof. If you're a roofing contractor, you should be offering solar, because if you're not, your competitors will. And then solar is a really good way to attract people to roofs. I've had customers that use solar videos as a hook, right? So there's your big sales funnel when it comes to marketing, and some of your videos are hooks themselves, and then more videos are the story, and you're retargeting, and probably a lot of your other guests will talk about things like that, right? But let's say these videos, they're using solar videos as a hook, and then people are coming and buying roofs from them, right? But they hear about their company because they're interested in solar. If you're scrolling through social media, you're stopping and watching something that interests you. And a lot of people are very interested in solar, So that's one big thing about solar. That's why we're producing solar. And we've got a lot of people that are loving our solar videos.
So you hear that, guys? Alan also suggests you not only utilize video, but to get in solar. Remember, he used to be a roofing contractor too, so might want to check out solar if you haven't been yet.
Definitely.
Another thing that I like about the video idea too is, and this might be more on the custom side of things, is just client communication. So if you schedule an inspection from like an online lead, sending them an email or whatever it might be, a link to expectations video of, hey, this is what to expect during the process. You could utilize that too for like production day. So if you are about to go actually do the roof, right, and do the work, you could send them a video prior to, say, hey, we'll be arriving to your home at, this is what to expect. Please do this to prepare, all that kind of stuff. Same thing with like closing out jobs or whatever it might be. Saying, hey, this is the next steps in the closeout. We'll be doing this, this, and this. You'll get your warranty information, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff can be easily communicated via video. Then they get that face-to-face interaction. It's the same client experience every single time. You don't miss that step if you have it on automations, right? So there is no miscommunication if you set up automations for that, which you can easily, right? And I think, it's like they always say it's like walking into the house for the first time. It takes you a little while to kind of get used to your surroundings, to kind of feel all right in the situation. If you show that face-to-face prior to, it kind of pulls the guard down a little bit the first time you arrive.
Yeah, they know who you are. Man, I love that. process videos, how it works videos, introduction videos, all of it. Like I live in a world where one day this roofing company, and I'll tell it via story, right? Because we've already established that stories are the best way to tell you something, right? So let me tell you a story. Imagine you are looking for a job, Nick, right? You're scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through YouTube, wherever you scroll, right? And you see this video. And this video is a couple people talking about the roofing industry and how they were tech guys that lived in Denver and they were smart and they had degrees and they got into the roofing industry and all of a sudden started making six figures and more money than they ever dreamed of. And they made their own hours and all the things that are attractive about the roofing industry. So you stopped and you watched that video. Maybe you watched it for 10 seconds, maybe you watched it for 30 seconds, maybe you watched the whole video, right? Well, they knew you watched the video, so they're going to retarget you into more videos. And eventually you click because, wow, this is interesting. I want this job. I want to be like these people. Well, so you go do an interview via video, right? You show up for work, and what's the first thing they do? They pull out the computer or the flat screen or whatever it is, and they play you video universities, right? So you're watching a video learning how to be in the roofing industry. Okay, so now it gets pretty cool. Now you get leads from this company, from this roofing company. And how did you get the leads? Well, from videos, right? So they were watching videos of you, Nick, right? Talking about yourself. So part of this process, you'll have to record these personalized videos, whether it's via Zoom or a videographer comes and personalizes these videos for you. And then they're using those as ads towards where you're going to work. And then you're getting leads and you go out on the job right away after doing this university. And the minute you show up to do an inspection or whatever it is, an estimate or inspection, you hand them an iPad, right? Or back up. Before that, they got emails telling about the process. And then you show up. So they already know what you're going to do because they've already seen the process via video. They've seen Nick. They've seen your face. You're familiar to them. And then you hand them your iPad while you go do your inspection, right? And what are they watching on that? They're watching you doing an inspection and getting told what it's.
You're educating them. You're informing them. You're making them feel good.
Yes. The whole process should be via video. And then you go sit down with them, because after you get off the roof, you want to sit down and go over everything with them. What if in this iPad or phone or laptop, you had every question a homeowner had ever asked you answered via video? Wouldn't that be pretty powerful, right? So, Nick, we all know you're a great salesperson, right? You put you in front of you,
one of the best.
You're going to sell the entire time. You remember the pitch, you're good. But some people may stumble, right? Some people may stumble, and they may stumble over a tough question, right? Because there are tough questions out there when it comes to the roofing industry. And what are they going to do? They just pop up here and click the video and it answers the question. So now you have the ability to take that salesperson that is brand new and as green as can get, definitely not at Nick's level, and take your top sales rep or yourself as a business owner via video and you're pitching that person. So, video can transform the entire process. And, again, it may start with marketing videos and it may evolve to process videos and how-to videos and university videos. But videos is where everything is going because it is content. It is the
completely agree. Completely agree. Well said. And I do like the like if you took 10 questions that are frequently asked by your customers the most and you just put that in a video format and you gave that to, or you sent that over prior to the inspection or during the inspection, whatever it might be, right? Just showing that you're informed, that you're an expert and you were ready to go. Because if you're getting the same exact questions every single time, you might as well have the content to just give them right there.
Exactly. You should. And who's it coming from? It should be coming from your top sales rep.
Top gun.
The best person in your company at answering that specific question. And it changes question by question. What if it's a collections question? Well, then you want your office manager who handles your AR answering that question, right? If it's a production question, you want your production manager answering that question. If it's a sales question, boy, put Nick in the game because he's
Put
going to
me
close
in.
that person, right?
That's what I do.
So
I close deals.
that's what you need, right? And you need that person, and it's the power of video. So now you're taking that top salesperson, and he's doing what he needs to be doing. Nick is out there selling commercial jobs his normal way, but he's also leveraging his time and selling everybody via these frequently asked question videos. Yeah, there's, you get in depth with these videos, and we've talked about in the future having like some big package, like the Prestige Worldwide package where a company signs on and gets all these videos. But it's something that's so cool. It is, because time is our most valuable asset. You hear it, it's an overused phrase, right? I hate overused phrase and overused terms and things like that, right?
But not today.
Not today. Time is your most valuable asset. You can do what matters most and take your time and just record some videos, and bam, now you never have to do it again. Or you can exponentialize how many people you can talk to in no time at all. That's huge, right?
Create a content culture too. Create a culture that is all about making content, right? Reward it. Get excited about it. Show the opportunity to these salespeople that how many more deals they can close and how many more leads they can generate. Let's get it pumped up. Let's go, man. Alan, it's been such an awesome or such a pleasure to have you on for episode 1 or series 1 of Masters in Marketing. We're starting out with the video. You've been great. So to kind of end it, what's the best way to get a hold of you and Just Share Media?
JustShare.media. It's that simple. Just go to JustShare.media and you can book a demo with me where we can talk just like this. You can sign up instantly. That's the thing. It's instantaneously. You don't have to wait 1 month to 3 months to get your first video. You can literally log on to our website, download your first video, and be sharing it within 5 minutes, right? Dang. So all of the videos that we've talked about, right, you have on our website, right? And they're completely exclusive and they're stock, but they're very, very, very high quality, right? And
they're really nice.
So go to justshare.media and sign up today. It's that simple.
Boom. That's easy, guys. Make sure you guys are going to check out Just Share Roofing Media or Just Share Media and getting signed up for the subscription. It's almost a no-brainer. Alan, thank you so much for joining us and all the tips and insights that you gave the roofing contractors out there.
Yep. Thanks, Nick. You have a good one.